Alright guys, I'm back. This is another video for my spiritual crowd, because I know I have one, and this is the only crowd that I really care about. I wanted to kind of make a video, man. I'm locking myself in the room. This summer, I'm locking myself in the room, temporarily, not for forever, just until I feel like I have kind of developed into a person that kind of appreciates life a little bit more and kind of appreciates the fact that, there are things that I need to know and there are things that I need to be able to protect, being, a civilian and being alive. There are things that I just need to be aware of. There are certain things I just don't need to be aware of. There are certain things that other people need to be aware of. There are certain things that I need to be okay with. So this video is important because I know some of my spiritual people, we sometimes gain spiritual power and we get a little bit selfish. Definitely don't count me out of that, because I'm definitely one of those people that gain spiritual power, and sometimes I can get a little selfish, and not because it's on purpose. Sometimes it's just, you just have the vision so clear that, it amounts to, I better not do the wrong thing with this. Then it amounts to other things such as, I value this so much that, I really don't want to waste it. I want to make sure that when I'm thinking the right thing, I'm thinking the right thing around the right people, and, people will be able to appreciate my time. So, I put this in here to say, us as spiritual people, another thing that I say is, I catch myself saying this a lot, and it's so bad because, I'm getting into the manhood of being a man and being introduced into having the right tools to do the work, so to speak. Some of my printers here, you see some of my printers over there, they oftentimes help me print a lot of parts. A lot of crazy things that I need sometimes. This was a necklace that I printed. And that came straight off of my printer. Like I said, the printer can get really funky and really compatible with you if you want it to do different things, navigate the plane quite fundamentally, and kind of do these different things, so to speak. That you would, want a piece of equipment to do, a tool. And one thing that I think that, we as spiritual people have in common with tools are the fact that certain tools have certain tolerations to certain things, and certain tools are built to have certain tolerations to complete certain tasks, or allow you to level up your production in the world to create what it is that you need in life. And, when I think about that, I think about this in a way where it is like the fact of, hey, we as spiritual people, we continue. I always say this. I say, dude, I will not tolerate your BS. Like, I say this all the time. It's so hilarious that I say this, because I have a lot of things in my mind that will allow me to tolerate these issues and tolerate what it is that will need to kind of be exerted out of me an ability to understand that, hey, like, it's not gonna be perfect. Even when you figure it out, there's still gonna be spiritual work. And even when you figure it out, you're still gonna have to go do the work in order to go get those things, that you want. So this kind of puts me in the field of saying this, and puts me in the spirits of saying this. You have to have toleration. So I say that, and like I said, you have to have toleration. Because if you don't tolerate, then you choose not to understand. Because if you tolerate nonsense, but you don't really know what nonsense means, and you don't really know what nonsense kind of equals out to, because it is a number, and you don't understand what nonsense could equal if the number was per se misjudged or misunderstood, you see. So if you have no form of toleration, then you have no form of triumphance, because you don't necessarily understand it for the reason of getting through it and putting it to where it needs to go, yet you understand it to destroy it. And this was something that, I understood when I was going through it. You guys know, I used to, do the drugs really heavy. I used to try to, just honestly destroy myself, but I got remotivated a long time ago. And, it came to where, like, I was like, hey, man, I want to get back on track. I want to go and do the right thing. So, with that being said, man, I just, like I said, honestly felt the need to say this, because you cannot have no toleration. Like, you just can't. Toleration is the number one key, I feel like, to success, especially with me trading and understanding things differently now. It's not the fact that you don't want to tolerate it, it's the fact that you want to get through it. But yes, you may not know that, hey, there's a solution to get through it. You may not know, hey, there's a way that you can figure this out. And, push comes to shove, you maybe have not had anyone in your life to tell you, hey, it's the total opposite. Like, you gotta get ready to tolerate it, or else you won't tolerate it. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. And mental toleration is so important, because, like, if you get a big task for becoming successful or something like that, and you don't have the mental capacity, or you don't have the expectancy of taking care of a workload of maybe 100 gigabytes or something like that, 100 gigabyte workload page, and getting through it just so you can be successful and do it for the right reason, put it in the right spots, plant the right seeds from it, you're not going to be able to tolerate the exact task that you have to do in order to get through what it is you have to get through to be successful. So that's it, guys, man. Hope you guys love this video. Definitely like, subscribe for more. Definitely comment down below, man. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to try to help you out with the knowledge that I have at this point in my realization and things like that. And if not, I'll try to point you in the right direction with the spiritual teachers that I've had in my life. Because I have seen change, and I am enjoying my life. So, with that being said, man, peace. I'll see you guys in the next video.